The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation of the Republic of South Sudan wishes to address the recent situation regarding a United States deportee who was not permitted entry at Juba International Airport on April 5th and April 6th of 2025. Upon arrival, it was determined that the individual who presented a South Sudanese travel document under the name Nimeri Garang is not Nimeri Garang. Comprehensive verification processes confirmed that this individual is a national of the Democratic Republic of Congo named Makula Kintu. In accordance with our immigration protocols, he was not admitted and was subsequently returned to the sending country for further processing. The government of South Sudan has noted the United States announcement on April 5th, 2025 regarding the immediate revocation of visas for South Sudanese passport holders. This decision was made as a consequence of what was described as the failure of South Sudan's transitional government to accept the return of its repatriated citizens in a timely manner. We would like to clarify that the government of South Sudan has consistently maintained open communication and cooperation with U.S. authorities regarding immigration and deportation matters. The government welcomes all its citizens, whether they are returning voluntarily or through deportation processes. Records available to both governments clearly indicate that Mr. Makula Kintu is a citizen of the Democratic Republic of Congo, not South Sudan. According to information provided by the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, Mr. Kintu entered the United States on August 21st, 2003, and voluntarily departed for the Democratic Republic of Congo in 2009 under file number A098150-764. He re-entered the United States illegally on July 10, 2016. During his immigration interview at Juba International Airport, Mr. Kintu's statements further substantiated that he is not a citizen of South Sudan. He stated that he hails from the Emma tribe of the Northern Kivu province in the Democratic Republic of Congo and added that he was brought to South Sudan against his will. Relevant video evidence of these proceedings has been shared with the U.S. Ambassador in Juba and the Department of State in Washington, D.C. Communications from the State Department through our embassy in Washington, D.C. regarding the deportation of Nimeri Garang, for whom the travel document was issued, indicate that he is scheduled to arrive in Juba on May 13, 2025, via Egypt Air. Our competent authorities are therefore awaiting his arrival. The government of South Sudan expresses regret for the circumstances that led to this situation. However, it is imperative to highlight that South Sudan has consistently demonstrated goodwill and cooperation with the United States on immigration and deportation issues. In this context, the South Sudanese Embassy in Washington, D.C. has issued emergency travel documents for 21 out of 23 individuals identified by U.S. authorities, with some successfully repatriated and admitted into South Sudan without issue. Of the two individuals confirmed as non-South Sudanese nationals, one is a Congolese citizen, namely Mr. Makula Kintu, and the other is a Sudanese national. The government deeply regrets that despite this history of collaboration and partnership, South Sudan now faces a broad revocation of visas based on an isolated incident involving misrepresentation by an individual who is not a South Sudanese national. South Sudan reaffirms its commitment to engaging constructively with the United States to ensure the proper verification and acceptance of bona fide South Sudanese nationals consistent with international standards and practices. South Sudan values its strong partnership with the United States and appreciates the significant contributions made by the American government and people, as well as the South Sudanese community residing in the U.S. The government remains steadfast in its commitment to resolving this matter through constructive dialogue and collaboration. The Republic of South Sudan looks forward to working closely with U.S. authorities to address this issue promptly, fairly, and in a manner that is mutually beneficial. End of statement.
South Sudan, Minister of Foreign Affairs. It clarifies on the state of American revocation of all U.S. visa holders of South Sudanese passport. The alleged South Sudan deportee, Mr. Kintu Makura, is said to be a Congolese. I have this. This is the real confusion. Now, I guess the guy who they say is a Congolese and was sent to Congo is this one, Kintu Makura. This is the guy. But how can a Congolese be Kintu Makura? Okay. Nze nsobango nazo bamuna Uganda. Erogo mpira ngulinze esawa yonna. Wina kugamba nti Kintu Makura munna Uganda. Ne Congo yena kumuyegana ompira kube Uganda. Atugambe nti yo munna Uganda namwe. Bigambo bizibu mukati. Kubanga Congo naye esawa yonna. Isuubira n'okutugamba ekigambo kyekimu nti oyo naye munna Uganda. Kubanga Uganda erimu ebintu bwe bityo ate ensi yonna egimanyi Uganda erimu ebintu naddala General Museveni ensi emumanyi nti ebintu bwe bityo gesooka oliwa.
I'm seeing more and more people online saying, well, I voted for Trump, but I didn't vote to lose my job, and I didn't vote for a global trade war, and I didn't vote for Elon Musk to run amok in the government, slashing agencies and cutting jobs, and I didn't vote to see America's allies cast aside. Oh, what the fuck are you talking about? Of course you voted for that. You were perfectly happy to see all that happen as long as it didn't happen to you. And now that the leopard is eating your face, suddenly you've changed your tune. Well, you get no sympathy from me. You voted for that. You wanted that. So you sit back and enjoy the fruits of your labor. I don't care what happens to you. I just want you to feel the pain that you brought on yourself, because that is the only way you can learn.
Yeah. Bantu banji bajaganya nipo celebrated Trump is a new leader. We love Trump. Oh yeah, Trump wafe. Tebamanya bichi bigenda kujja bichi bigenda kuvamu. Kati eno yensigo gye mwasiga. Ekimu ne Uganda. Abachakambiza ngane General Museveni twalondo oyo twamala taata natubona tugamba tugwa mulumu. Engudo zibo mu kafe natubera mu jam. Tugenda maliro fena tusanga yo ddagala. Fenna tubona kimu kati n'olwekyo mubakitiza n'abakulembeze be mulonde eyo mulonze baggulu tubatuuka ku service delivery ne bigaana fenna tubona batuuka okuteeka mu nkola policies zaabwe gwe ne woba nga wamulonda batu wamulonda bigenda ku affectinga okitegedde kati abalonda Trump ozosanga mulimu n'aba Sudan abo balonda Trump abewana ye Trump waffe era temutwetera wano bakamara kati bonna abajja kozi visa mu bintu bya kusaaga US kati wedi Trump yetagala abantu ayagala gumayo buli kinawa nti akibuli muntu waabwe kati wafunira oluwenda lwonna olugamba bano bafulume ajja bafu kati wabiwa kajaga wageze wabiwa kavuyo konna kava ku munna Uganda mu US wajja kulaba ne Uganda bonna visa ja kuzivoking we swine citizenship wa mu revoking we swine green card was revoking we swi olabe wano nyonyi we zisimbo lwasutanga ziri wa wantu awo kumawo wano betu bayo twesimisa bonanga bali wano kyaddondo mama bali yava mulonda niwe yagala tulonze Trump waffe tetwagala bikamala byammwe halisi bitwesiba kombi bya black atenga si bya black tetwagala Trump omurepublicana Republicana wali abatuddeko abataddeko ekyambe yali mu kwera US yera buli kachicha South Sudan gwe yagutuddemu ate mu Congo kati ne Congo enzo gutula muno ne Revokation ezaayo ne kigwere Uganda olaba kintu bwakirete Uganda okuva South Sudan iyo Congo bapita na kikupe Uganda lani za Uganda zo za Revokation